Hey y'all, I'm looking at myself. I think my sound is working. If my sound is working, it's on. Hopefully, the sound is working. We start with a goal. We always start with a goal. Can y'all see the goal? Can you see the goal? Can you hear me? Can you see the goal? Can you hear me? Yay! I'm getting better. It only took 67 tries. It only took 67 tries. Oh, Lord. And before you ask, I will not start over because some of y'all come in with shenanigans and we don't do shenanigans. Okay? So, hello to everyone. If somebody joins us late, you can tell them what the goal is. This is the goal to learn how to layer, heat transfer vinyl, and make couples t-shirts. So, hi everybody. It's been a while since I've seen you. It was what, Sunday when we were together. So I'm gonna give you a hug. This is my shirt, y'all. I made this rhinestone template, but guess what? I followed Patrice's tutorial, Patrice's Craftable Things. Hey, Risa, she's in here somewhere. I followed her tutorial that is on the Creative Fabrica. It's a class on Creative Fabrica. So I'm actually enrolled in her class because she didn't want to do what? Do a one-on-one. So what's the next best thing? Take her class on Creative Fabrica. That's what I did. So, and this is the best I could do. I need to redo it though because I should have added more space in between in and my, but in my opinion, it still looks decent for my first time. Hey y'all, thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for celebrating with me last Sunday. I'm very, very thankful. I'm glad to see all of you here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Um, and if you want this template, I don't mind sharing it. I don't know, you probably don't want it because you're like, girl, you are a junior. Like, what's below the junior? You. That's, look for your picture is gonna be below that. That would be me. And I'm not embarrassed about that. Okay. But I don't mind sharing this template either. You read it? You read it, Gail? Thank you. Okay, I will make sure to leave it in my Facebook group in the files tab after this live. So somebody remind me, okay, in my Facebook group, it'll be in the files tab. Okay, and it's not perfect, but it'll do. Kristen, look, it's too close. I could tell it's too close, but it's okay. So we have our goal. You know, I like to start with the goal. We start with the goal. We end with the goal. And so this is what we're doing. So last year, Peter, thank you. Last year, Peter, oh, and these are Eve's rhinestones, Eve from the baby's booty. This is called ice, frost ice. I think frost ice or frost fire is one of those. It's called Cricut Crafting with Delonda. And come in there and sit down and be nice. And if you can't be nice, then you're in the wrong group because we don't what they used to say on In Living Color, homie, don't play that. We don't play that. Okay, so this is my shirt from last year. And I just used regular old heat transfer vinyl. So this was the front. Hey, Tanisha. And this is the back. And I used some of that Cricut mesh vinyl on the back. And this is Peter's shirt. And then this is the back of his. Okay, some of that good old mesh vinyl. Thank you, Ruby. So, you know, I know a lot of people are getting into sublimation and getting into DTF and all the hacks and stuff. But y'all don't move too far away from just good old regular vinyl because it's nothing wrong with it. Like it's still like you don't nobody has to say, well, how long, you know, how does it wash? How does it hook up in the wash? Remember I told you that's how y'all sound in my head? Like I said during the live, how does it sound in your head? How does it hook up in the wash? That's how it sounds in my head. So you don't have to wonder about heat transfer vinyl because it actually holds up really nicely. You know, I made these last year. Hey, Renee. And it's held up nicely. We're a year away already, right? So don't get too far away. Don't feel like you have to be in a rush to get started with sublimation. Don't feel like, you know, everybody's doing the hacks, so I have to do the hacks. Like you don't. Like if you're just getting started, it's okay to just use regular heat transfer vinyl. It's still, out of all the stuff that I've learned how to do, and I've learned how to do a lot of stuff, it's still my favorite. I still love it. Now, am I going to have these kids over here doing my weeding? Yes. Yes, I am. But am I also going to still be using it? Yes. Yes, I am. Good, Claudette. Yeah, good, Ruby. Jacqueline, yes. Okay. Now, let me give you a disclaimer about this because I watched my previous tutorial on this, and you know, like I said, I did it last year, and I did link the regular tutorial that's not live. I linked it down below the video from last year. Hey, Laura. This tutorial, in my opinion, might be hard for a beginner. It might be hard for a beginner. So if you are a beginner and I'm going too fast, you can say, Delonda, you're going too fast. Okay. Because I want you to get it. That's why I start with the goal, because I want you to like finish this tutorial and feel like you can do it. Okay. All right. Let me go turn on my fan because guess what? It's hot. I got on all these lights in here and I'm hot. Not the kind of hot I want to be. Okay, not that. This is temperature hot. Okay, we don't need that kind of drama in our life. We don't need that kind of drama in our life. All right. Okay, so let's look at materials first. All right, so last year I made, it's 107. Yeah, I don't even know what, Gail, let me just tell you the truth. I have not been outside in two or 3 days. Like I don't have a reason to go anywhere. Like I was supposed to go have dinner with my principal. I think it was Tuesday. It was supposed to be yesterday. I was like, are we still on? She was like, oh gosh, we might need to reschedule. I was like, yes. I love her, but I also love being in the house. Okay. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Tuesday. Yeah, I don't really go outside much. I went outside maybe for 5 minutes yesterday. I'm okay being at home. I can say whatever I want to say to this Cricut, and it's not gonna be like Delonda. No, you didn't. I can say whatever I want to say to that machine. Okay, that's just the truth. So last year I made black shirts. This year I'm gonna make gray shirts just to kind of switch it up a little bit, just a little bit. So these are just regular old cotton shirts. Let me see, make sure. Gildan. So this is a Gildan cotton shirt, right? And this is also a Gildan cotton shirt. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm doing. I don't feel the need to be out and about in the streets. I can take a nap and wake up and do it. Like I could just live my life. I'm content being at home. You also, if you're going to do it, you might not need a long mat, but I used the long mat last year. Hey, I wonder. I used the 12 by 24 mat because if you're going to make yours, like if you're going to size it the same way I'm going to size mine, then it's going to ask you, it's going to say, one of your designs is too big for a 12 by 12. So I did use, the long mats last year, and I'm going to use one this year. And I have multiple, but I will not blame those on Christiana. I'm using Caesar heat transfer vinyl, red, black, and then I'm using the white Cricut mesh vinyl. I found this on clearance at Walmart, and I had to buy it. I mean, even if I didn't want to, it was $5. So I had to. I did not go in there with the intention of purchasing this. I think I was there to buy like ground beef. How did I get to that aisle? I don't know. Okay? But I did. Okay? And since I saw this, I just said, let me just get all of them as $5. I think I left one just in case. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Sorry. Back to our regular schedule program. So I bought all of them. Okay. This one was not $5. I think I got this in a mystery box, but I just wanted to show you that there are multiple colors of this stuff. So here's like gold. Here's another $5 one. This one, I just bought it because it was on clearance on the Cricut website, and it's so cute. Like the little hearts. Maybe something for Valentine's Day. Maybe I don't know. I just thought it was cute. And then I saw the black one. So they have multiple colors, and there's another pink one. And then guess what I saw? Look, guess what I saw? Look at this. They had red. So I was like, I mean, yeah, I have to get it. It's called raspberry, but the same thing as red. It's red. Then they had this one, and then here's another $5 one. I did leave one. If you're wondering, like, she went and hoarded all the mesh. No, I left one. So if there was somebody behind me at that time, they got it. Okay. Okay, I want you to know that. So I'm using that. I'm using white. I'm still going to stick with the same colors. Y'all, I'm looking all real shiny. Looking real shiny right now. Okay. So then I'm also going to use a Teflon sheet, and I'm going to use a sheet of parchment paper at the end. When I layer the mesh on top of the red, I'm going to use the parchment paper, and use the Teflon on top. Okay. Just so I don't burn it. Okay. And I think that, I'm going to be using, I guess I can use the Cricut Explore Air 2, but really you could do this from either machine. Okay. So that is that. I'm going to also use a weeding tool and a brayer. Y'all sleeping on the brayer. If you don't have a brayer, this is one of the things that I didn't think I needed at first. Like I used to think, like, why do people buy that? You can just smooth it out with your hand. It's not the same. It's just not. Okay. So if you don't have one of these, get yourself a brayer. Stop talking about, oh, you can just use a Coke can. Stop using Coke cans. This costs $11. Go get you a brayer. Okay. Because what you going to do when you don't have a Coke can that day? You don't have to have a hack for everything. Oh, you don't have to have no brayer. You can just use a Coke. Stop it. Okay? Stop doing that. My heat press is the StarCraft 15 by 15 clamshell, but you could do this from a Cricut Easy Press. I've heard people say, you can just use a, Coke can. First of all, I don't drink Coke, so it'll be Dr. Pepper. And what am I going to be doing with my Dr. Pepper? Rolling it on my mat. I'm not doing it. When there's a Dr. Pepper in my hand, it's going in the mouth. There's not going to be any soda in it to roll it. Okay? So there's that. All right. So we got everything. Mary, no, we're not doing that. We have everything. We have all the materials. I showed you what I'm using. Okay. Yes, Allison. My daughter brought me a little refrigerator. Y'all want to see it? A rolling pin? Okay. I'm not. I'm gonna have a brayer. Y'all want to see my little refrigerator that Madison bought me for Mother's Day? Because it's red and so cute. Oh my. Look, Kiki. Let me show y'all my little refrigerator. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Let me unplug it for 1 second just to show y'all. It's just the cutest little thing. And it's a Frigidaire. Look at it. Look at this. Isn't this cute? Hey, Samantha. She bought me this for Mother's Day. And she filled it with little miniature Dr. Peppers. Isn't that so thoughtful? So thoughtful. That's just how she is. And she was like, I bought it because I know you love red. Cutest thing ever. I was like, girl, that is so thoughtful. Let me put that back. All right, we are getting ready to go into Cricut Design Space. Wasn't that sweet? Okay, so thoughtful. All right, so like I said, when I get to Cricut Design Space, you won't be able to see me, but I'll be trying to make sure I'm paying attention to your comments, because I don't want you to get stuck. And because we're designing the front and back of the shirt, and I know that some of you, you're like beginners, like I am with rhinestones. Like I'm a super beginner, right? And I don't want you to get confused. So I'm going to be trying to pay attention to the chat, but you won't see me. You'll just see what I'm doing, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is download the file. I've already downloaded the file. Hopefully you've downloaded the file. Whenever I'm on here live, you guys, I always put the materials below the video. So the exact stuff that I'm using, it's already linked below the video. I don't even schedule the live until I've done that. Okay, so the link to the exact file that I'm using is below the video. Okay. All right. The only thing I didn't put below the video was this, because I was like, who will want this? Because I know that I should have added more space in between in and my. I know I should have, but that's what? Between who? Me and the Lord. Okay. Oh yeah, Marilyn. This one is good though. I mean, Gail, this one is good. Somebody help Marilyn Henley with the goal. Hi, Irma. Okay, we're just getting ready to go. I'm down here, Irma. We are getting ready to go into Cricut Design Space right now. And I was saying you won't be able to see me, but I'll be checking the chat to make sure I'm not going too fast for anybody. Okay, if y'all are just coming in, please make sure to like the video. And while Cricut Design Space is opening up, here we are. Here we are. My mesh vinyl just fell on the floor. Okay. All right. Let me go to present, share screen, window, Cricut Design Space. Oh, y'all can see me a little bit, but I think I like to make the screen bigger so you can see everything I'm doing. All right. Okay, so first thing, I'm in Cricut Design Space. I am going to upload the file. The file is already linked below this video. I'm going to click Browse, and I'm going to go to my documents, and I'm going to my Design Space, files, and I'm going to go to this file that I just called Mr. and Mrs. So the first thing I'm going to do is upload the file that's called Mr. I'm going to click open. Okay. So the first thing I've done is I'm opening the file that's called Mr. I'm going to click upload. And then I'm going to do the same thing for Mrs. because in that file, do y'all need to see the file? Or are you okay? Like you got it? Do y'all need to see that file where I got it from? Hey, Miss Becky. Hi, Ebony. Thank you, Jacqueline. Hey, Shanna. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go to upload. So I've only uploaded the Mr. part. So I'm going back to my documents, going to my design bundles files, going to Mr. and Mrs. And I'm going to also grab the Mrs. Okay. And then I'm going to click upload. Oh, did I grab the same thing twice? Hold on. You're funny, Delonda. You're so funny. Did I grab? Okay. Why is it only showing one at a time? I don't know. I'm going to click OK. Maybe it's both in here together. No, it's not. It's only like giving me one. Let me go back. Let me click upload and upload the next one. I don't know why it's like disappearing. Weird, but okay. Going back to my design bundles file, Mr. and Mrs. Let me select Mrs. Okay, upload. I don't know why I did that. Add to canvas. All right, so now I have both of them. I'm gonna turn this heat press off for a second, y'all, because I'm feeling kind of hot. Okay, so far all I've done is just upload the Mr. and Mrs. of the file. Okay, and what I typically do when I'm working in Design Space, whether I'm on here or not, like, you know, whether I'm on live or, you know, just crafting for myself, I always just bring the view down because I like to be able to see everything on my canvas. So right now my view, see where I'm hovering at the bottom left, my view is on 75%. Hey, Crafty Leo. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Sherlyn. Okay, I'm doing okay. I'm making sure to check my chat. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my templates right here in the left panel. And I typically just go to the classic t-shirts template. And then, you know, it's going to come up and it tells you templates are for reference only and will not be saved with your project. Okay. So now let me say this because somebody in my Facebook group posted a question earlier about, you know, sizing for like 5X or like larger sizes. I haven't ever, I think I've only done like one 5X shirt and I didn't have to piece it together. But if you're making a t-shirt and the person is, you know, 5X or 3X or 2X or whatever, you can go up here to where you see where I'm hovering with the mouse. It says men's short sleeve and then the size says small. So like right here, you know, you have the option of small, medium, large, extra large, extra large. If you click on custom, it'll give you the option to change the width and the height right here. See where I'm at? I don't think I can. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. It's not changing the size of this, but you see where I'm at the top, the top. See where I'm at the top. Okay, so where it says custom, it gives you the option to make the size bigger if you need it bigger than what, you know, bigger than this small, medium, large, extra large. Okay. All right, I'm gonna choose extra large because that's gonna be the size of Peter's shirt. Okay. All right. So now what I want to do is just move the, oh, I did not mean to do that. And that's been happening to me a lot too. Like my stuff is just being like resized. I don't know why I did that. Okay, I'm gonna just try to move this over without doing that. And I'm gonna just upload that Mrs. again because it looked really, really weird when it did that. Okay. All right. So now the color of our shirts is actually gray. Okay. The color of our shirts is going to be gray. So even though I clicked out of the t-shirt template, so to say, what you can do to get back and change the color is go right here to the, like right below the layers panel where I'm hovering. And if you click on this box, the color option will come back up right here at the top. So I can go and select gray. Okay. Did y'all see what I did right there? Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Sharon. Okay. Thank you for telling me that, Kristen. Maybe that's why that happened. Okay. All right. So we good on the colors, right? Okay. So good. Now I'm actually going to start on Peter's shirt first. And even though last year I used white because that, last year we had black shirts, I'm going to use black vinyl on the front this time. Okay, so I'm just going to start on his shirt. I want to bring the view up to I want to go down to 50%. Okay, and I'm going to take his file and just move it over here. Okay, it's still going down. It's okay. And what I'm going to do with his is I'm going to change just the width. I'm not going to change the height. I'm only changing the width. And on the width of his shirt, I'm going to change it to 10.5. So I'm going to click up here in the width, and I'm only going to change the width to 10.5. Now, if you're making a shirt for someone who is maybe 2X or 3X, you might want to make it a little bit bigger. But this shirt is 1X, and I still felt like it was big. I still felt like the design was big, like you could see it from far away. And if you saw like the reel that I put on Instagram, you can see that, like you can really see that this says Mr. Like it's big, right? Okay, so 10.5. And then I'm going to do the same thing on mine. I'm going to change the width, only the width, not the height. I'm changing the width to 10.5. So if it's big on his and my shirt is a medium, it's also going to be big on mine. Now it's locked up here and I'm not going to unlock it. Okay. Sandra, are you on shenanigans? Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a text box, and the font that I'm going to use is Times New Roman. Okay. And I'm going to use, so I'm just going to type in Times. Now this right here, it's going to be a matter of what? Personal preference. That is a system font. Times New Roman is a system font. You don't have to use this exact same font, but guess what? You can, right? And okay, let me make sure. Okay, and let me move it. Oh, all right. And I'm going to make it bold. Okay, so right here where it says Times New Roman regular, I'm just going to change it to bold. All right, and then right here, in here, I'm going to double click in there. I'm just going to type 2017 because that's the year we got married, 2017. Okay, and I want to make sure it's black, just like the rest. Okay. Thank you, Crazy Granny. I like that name. Did you give that to yourself, or did somebody say, you know what, you crazy? I don't know. Okay. So I want to kind of bring that in a little bit. And I am going to unlock this because I think I ain't crazy about and I'm going to bring that width in a little bit. I want it to fit in there, but I don't want it to be touching the box. Let me undo that. So somebody is cutting their grass today. They weren't cutting it like right before I came on, but it's all good. Let me use my arrow key. Just kind of move that over. I don't want it to be touching their box. Okay. So I'm not sure that's 4.4 by 1.9. Okay. And all I'm going to do, because I like the size of this 2017 is 4.4 by 1.9. I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to put the same size inside the missing date for Mrs. Okay, so I'm just going to click on duplicate, and then I'm going to move it over, and I'm going to try to do it without making a mess of it. All right, I think that looks perfectly fine. Okay, so how are y'all feeling so far? How are y'all feeling so far? Okay, so now that I have this, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to select this whole, see, I did not try to do that. I'm going to try to select this whole thing, and I'm going to attach it. So I'm just going to click attach because I want that to all stay together. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing on Mr. And I'm going to click, try to select it all, and I'm going to attach that. Okay, so guess what? We're finished with the front of our shirt. Okay, so now this is a good time to save it because you've done this work so far and you don't want to have a issue. That's what my grandmother, I don't want to have no issue. Okay, you don't want to have an issue. So I'm going to say anniversary shirt in progress. And I'm going to save it. I'm just say anniversary shirt in progress 2023 because I think I already have one that's called that. Okay, so I'm just going to save it here. All right, so we're finished with the front. Now we're going to move to the back. Okay, good. Y'all are doing great. I can feel it. All right. So mine is just a little bit longer. I think I kind of, I don't know, messed it up. I didn't try to, but I did. So now I'm just going to move this out of the way. And now we're going to work on the back. Now this is where, let me stop sharing for a second. Let me stop sharing for a second. And hey. Okay, so far so good. If you save a design specification, not really, Sonia. I mean, you can snip it and move it to another program, but sometimes it don't look right when I do that. I took a nap when Patrice she did a premiere. I was in the massage chair, knocked out. Hey, Brooklyn Girl 72. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, if you are new this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky, okay? Because we're going to be doing the back of the shirt, and this is where the layering comes in and the offset and centering and stuff like that. And if you haven't done it, it might be like, oh my goodness. But just if hopefully, hey, awkward artist, hopefully you're following along and you're able to do it. Even when I'm watching my other, like if I watch myself back, I write it down. Like I write it all down. So if you have like a little crafting notebook, you might want to write it down. That's what I do. So sometimes when people ask me questions like, here comes some truth. Here comes some truth. I'm about to give it to you. In the beginning, people would ask me questions like, oh, Delonda, what was your time and temperature? I would have to go back and watch the video again to see what time and temperature, because I didn't remember that. But I don't do that anymore. I just say, please go back and watch. Because I should not have to go watch it. You can go watch it. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so they're like, well, how many seconds did you press it again? And what was the time? And what was it? You want me to write the tutorial out for you? I cannot do that. I don't have that kind of time. And if I did, I would not spend it doing that. I will probably be watching past episodes of Dateline or sleep or doing anything else other than that. Okay? Like, you're asking me something that you can figure out on your own. Okay? I just want you to know that. All right, we're going back in the Cricut design space. Crystal, did you miss it when I said I made this? I made this template. I was so proud of myself until I realized that the words in and my were too close together. But it was my first time. I'm learning. No, I'm just telling you the truth. Y'all didn't ask for it, but guess what? You sure enough did what? Got it. People be asking me stuff. I'm like, I don't know. And I am confident enough to say, I don't know. Okay? Crazy weather. Thank you, my dude. Go back. Thank you, Gwendolyn. Keep watching, honey. Watch it from the beginning to the end. What the old people say? From the rooter to the tutor. Woo! Okay, we're going back in the Cricut design space. Y'all doing too much. I cannot handle it. From the rooter to the tutor. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Y'all made me say that. I did not want to say that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Dimps. I didn't want to say it. I did not want to say that. We are in Cricut design space. Stay focused. Okay, so now I have my Jan, nothing good. This ain't nothing but good old what's it called? Coffee. You know I'm not lying. Okay, I have my caps lock on. I have my caps lock on. So turn your caps lock on if you're following along and doing this with me. Now the font that I'm going to use for the back is one that's called College. And I'm almost positive that I got it from Creative Fabrica. If I didn't get it from Creative Fabrica, it came from DaFont. If you go to DaFont and you can't find it, look for one called University, because college and university are pretty much the what? Same thing. Okay? Y'all know it's the truth. That's why you stop fighting the truth. Okay, so I am going to do a search for a system font, and it's one called College. Okay, so I have two different versions of this one, but I'm using the one that's called College Font, not this one that's just called College. Okay, so on my computer, the one that I'm downloading and the one that I'm using is called College Font. And I'm gonna try my best to move this over. It's just been so weird, y'all. Okay, so I'm double clicking in there. Oh, good, Gail, perfect. All right, so I'm double clicking in there. And what I'm going to do, remember my caps lock is on. I'm going to type the word together. If I can spell it, T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. Okay, and then I'm going to go up here to my width, and I'm changing the width to 11, and I'm changing the height. I'm going to unlock it right here. I'm changing the height to 3. Okay, you got that? So I'm using a font that's called Together. My caps lock is on, and then I'm gonna go back and lock it. All right, my caps lock is on. Okay. All right. I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to type 20. So I hit enter one time and I type 20. All right, so now I have Together in 20. And what I'm going to do now is go to this box right here where it says advanced. And I'm going to ungroup to lines because I actually have 2 lines, right? I have a line that says Together and I have a line that says 20. So I'm just going to click ungroup to lines, and the number 20. Now I can move it because I've separated it, right? So I can use my keys on my keyboard. I'm using the arrow key to just move that 20 up. Okay. And what I'm going to do with the 20, I'm going to change that to 9.0, and I'm going to unlock it by 9.0. How y'all feeling so far? How y'all feeling about that? I know that was kind of like a lot. Okay, good. Okay, good, Jesse. Okay, perfect. All right. So now with the 20, I'm going to also lock that back. So my 20 is locked and my word Together is also locked. The word Together is at 11 by 11. The width is 11 and the height is 3. And then the 20 is 9 by 9. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try. This has been so sensitive, I don't know why, but I'm going to select that Together. I did, Brooklyn girl. Okay, I'm going to select Together and 20, and I'm going to go to Align, and I'm going to center it horizontally. Okay. Thank you, Kristen. Looking good, feeling good. Oh, Lord, what movie is that from? I got to think about that. Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good. What movie is that from? Elena. Okay. Now I'm going to select the word Together, and this is actually going to be white. And I am going to add an offset to the word Trading Places. Yes. Oh my gosh. I won't even say what he's. I will not say it. Okay. I'm going to select the word together, and I'm going to add an offset. Okay, and the offset is going to be set at 0.20. 0.20. Okay, that's the color of that's the size of the offset. So that makes my word together right at 11.4 by 3.4. Now that offset is not going to be black, it's actually going to be red. Hey, Paulette. Hey, Sarah. Okay. Kristen, thank you so much. Okay, so now for the number 20, I'm going to also offset that. But my offset for 20 is not going to be 0.20. It's going to be a little bit bigger. The offset for 20 is at 0.35. Okay, and I'm going to hit apply. And you see it automatically turns it black. It's also going to be red. Okay, and the top of the 20 is going to be white because that's my mesh vinyl. Hey, Lisa. Okay, so now what I'm going to try to do without resizing anything is select all of this. See, just not letting me be great. Let me try that again. Let me just try to select a little bit of it. Okay, and I'm going to align it if it'll let me, and I'm gonna center it horizontally again. Now that 20 and that offset to me is a little bit too close to the word together. So hopefully I can just move it down. And you know what? I'm just gonna select it from my layers panel. How do you know what numbers? Because I played around with it last year, Edna, before I made the tutorial. I played around with the sizing. That's the only reason I know. And if that offset feels like too thick for you, or if it looks too thick, then use a smaller one. Okay. And since I'm having a hard time selecting, I'm just going to use my layers panel. So you see where I'm at in my layers panel? I'm going to select the 20 over here, and I'm going to hold the shift key and select this layer right here. Now that I have both of them selected, I'm just going to move this down a little bit and I'm using the arrow key on my keyboard because it's just a little bit too close for my liking. Okay, so now I like that. Okay. They won't allow me to be great, but you have to find a workaround. Okay. So now I'm almost finished with Peter's shirt. I'm designing it. What part are you talking about, Joan? Okay, so now for the word together, the offset layer, the red layer, I'm going to go over here and I can see that it says offset. And I can see that if I hold my shift key, I can also see the 20 that is the offset. I see both of those layers are selected, right? I can tell they're selected because it's green, right? I can attach that. And the reason why I want to attach it is because when it starts to cut, I want it to be together like that. Okay, I want this to be one layer. And I want to do the same thing with together and the number 20. I want to attach that also. Okay. So now normally not normally, but sometimes when you attach words or phrases, sometimes it'll put the layer in front of a layer when you don't want it like that, it doesn't mean the other layer has disappeared. You see it's still together, right? So when I get ready to cut this, if I'm ready to cut this right now, I would actually have how many mats? How many mats would I have if I was ready to cut this right now? Yes, yes, Chris. Good, great question. Not 2 enduring heart. I would have, nope, not 2. If I was ready to cut all of this, everything that's on my, I would not have 2. I would have 3. I would have black, right? For my black vinyl. Then I would have my white vinyl and I would have my red vinyl. I would have 3 mats if I was ready, right? I would have 3. Because this would be 1 mat, this would be 1 mat, and this is probably going to be, it might be together if it'll fit. Okay. All right. Let me stop sharing for 1 second and just check on y'all and see how you doing. Not 5, T. Lucas. You must be a beginner. Okay. How y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling? How are you feeling? Got it, LaShonda? Okay, got you, Sharon. Okay, good. Now, let me show you, because somebody said, did you make these last year? So you must have come in a little bit after the start time. Okay, this is the shirt from last year. I did it on black last year, and you see together, see, this is how it looked last year, and that's that good old Cricut mesh, right? I'm not going to sing EJ's daughter. That's what you're trying to get me to do, but I'm not going to do it. Right? So this is my husband's shirt, and this is how it came out last year. And if you didn't want the, like Chris asked, like if you didn't want the 2 and the 0 to be touching, could you separate them? Yes, you could. And you still can, right? It's not too late. I'm just showing you how I did it. So this would have been his, right? And this was mine. And I'm definitely going to move my 1 and my 7. You'll see when we get back to this. So far, if I, like, let's just say I went back into Design Space right now and I click make it, I would only be finished really with 1 shirt because I haven't put this part of the design together yet, right? Because this is my shirt and all I've done so far is the front. I have to still do this part, the cents and 17. Okay. Tanya D, I found out about it when I got a mystery box. And then when I went to Walmart to get some ground beef, I don't know how I ended up in the clearance aisle by the vinyl. I don't know how that happened because I was walking by myself, minding my own business, and I ended up over there. And this was on the shelf, and it ended up in my basket. I was just like, girl, what are you doing? Okay, so there's that. Okay, we're going back into Cricut Design Space. I hope y'all are feeling good. I hope you're feeling like I got this. I can do this. Because guess what? You can. You can. Thank you, Kristen. Yes. Sometimes, and I'm not even kidding about this. I promise you, sometimes when I'm in a store and I'm being so serious, I feel like sometimes the stuff be saying my name. I'm not kidding. Like, I feel like sometimes it just be like, Delonda. And I'll look like, and I don't see anybody. I'm like, does somebody in here know me? And then I'll hear it again. It's like, Delonda. And I have to go see what it is. And it's stuff that I did not go to purchase. It's like on the shelf calling me. I can't just leave it because I'm abandoning the stuff. And I'm like, I can't do that. So, because what kind of person would I be? What kind of person would I be? Okay, we're going back in the Cricut design space. Y'all are full of shenanigans. I don't have time for it. I'm here to do what? Craft. I am here for the crafts. Okay, so we're finished with, look, the front of Peter's shirt and the back. Now we're ready to do my shirt. Risa, I'm not even, look, I don't know how this stuff happens to me, but it does, and I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my text, and this time I'm going to type cents, right? So I'm going to just, my caps lock is on, right? SINCE. Now, when you're making a shirt like this, make sure your spelling is right. Okay? You don't want to, let's like get, what's that tattoo? Regrets? No regrets? You don't want your spelling to be wrong. And sometimes those homophones will get you. We're doing this kind of sense, not the SCENTS, not that one. Okay? The homophones will get you every time. Okay, so I'm going to try my best to move it over. Cooperate. All right. So now I am going to resize it to the exact same size that I resized together. Remember, I did it right at 11 by 3. So I'm going to go up here to my width. I'm going to unlock this, right? I'm changing the width to 11. And I'm going to hit like a little enter. And I'm going to change the height to 3.0. Now, it looks bigger than the word together, but it's actually not. Now, you know I'm not lying, right? Okay, so I'm going to just move it down, right? And I'm going to just do the 17 separate because I don't want y'all to be confused. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and change this to white, right? Because this is going to be that mesh. And I'm going to go ahead and add my offset. The offset is what? 0.20. And if that offset is big for you, like if you think, you know, I don't like the size of that offset or it's just too big for me, then, you know, don't use that size. Use a different size, okay? The offset is going to be red. Okay? Hey, Sharon Davenport. Regrets. Do you know what would happen to that tattoo artist? But like, who didn't know how to spell it? All right. So then now I'm just going to go and grab a text box. I could have done it exactly how I did the 20, but this is another way in case you don't want to do it that way, right? So I'm going to type in 17. I'm going to hit enter. I mean, not enter. I'm going to just move it, try to move it over here. I'm so scared. Let me try to move it with this keyboard. It's going to take forever. I'm going to resize this to 9.0 by 9.0, the same size as the 20. See how that's the same? Moving it over. Look at that. It's going over. I feel like this is a different 7 from my 7 from last year, but it's okay. I still like it. Oh, it is. I think I used a different college font, but this one is still fine. Okay. It's still fine. Okay. How we feeling? Hey, Eve. Hey, Jane. Done. Oh man, it's gonna miss the good part. We're not doing shenanigans, Eve. We don't do shenanigans. We do not. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to add an offset. Now I do still feel like that 1 and that 7 are kind of like too far apart. So I'm going to ungroup the 1 and the 7, and I'm just going to click on the 7. I'm just clicking on the 7, and I'm moving it a little bit closer to the 1. I'm using the left arrow key on my keyboard. You see how it's going a little bit closer to the 1? Okay, I think I like that better. Now that 7 look a little Cricut letter. It's like that 7 like it's from Mississippi. Cricut letter 7. And a 7 is not a letter, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so moving that over just a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it back. Stay together. All right. I can go ahead and just attach it. All right, so now I'm going to, I'm going to go ahead and add my offset to it, and the offset is at 0.35. I'm going to apply that, and let me see what that looks like. Do I like it like that? I kind of don't, because I don't like the way that see how that 1 and that 7 almost look like they're attached? I don't really like it. So I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to move that 7. Let me detach that, and I'm going to move that 7 over a little bit, because I don't want that to look like that. All right, let me try that again. I'm not going to attach it this time to see if it will give me like a separate, like it'll separate the 1 and the 7. So let me add that offset. It still looks like it's attached. I don't like it. Let me see if I do a smaller offset. Let me see if I do like 0.34. No, I don't like it at all, y'all. Let me see. Let me see what 0.30 looks like. I might have to just stick with it. Let me see if it'll make a difference once I change it to red. I think it's I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about it. Let me undo that. I'm not crazy about this, y'all. I'm not crazy about that at all. Let me undo it again. And you know what? I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, that 7 is weird. I think it's because I used the regular college and not college font. It's 2 different things. But what I'm going to do is try to offset them separately to see if I can get 2 separate offsets. I don't like the way it looks attached like that. I don't. And I guess it's because that offset is so thick. Let me try 20 as my offset. And let me apply it. I like that. Okay, and then let me change that to red. And then I'll offset this, and I'll change that to red. Okay, so hopefully I did not confuse anybody, but let me tell you, that looks kind of like not thick enough, but let me tell you what I did. I did not like the way the offset was looking on the 1 and the 7. So I separated the 1 and the 7, and I made the offset a little bit smaller. So how this 20 has an offset of 35, this 1 has an offset of, this 7 has an offset of 20, and this 1 has an offset of 20. Good, Jay. Tammy, you want what'd you say? Change the font, Chris? You think I should? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it because I don't want to go back and I'll just make it more confusing. All right. So now I have it. Oh, y'all, I can't lie. I don't love. I want my offset thicker on the 17, but I don't want to confuse y'all. Let me just start over on the 17. How about that? Let me stop sharing for a second because I don't want y'all to be confused. Okay. I don't want you to be confused. I'm going to just always look at myself. I don't want y'all to be confused with that 17. So I'm going to start over with the 17 because it just looks, I don't love it. And I want to love it. I want to love it and I want you to love it. So maybe I will use the college. If I use a different font, will y'all be confused? Will y'all be confused if I do that? I hope not. You won't? Okay. Okay, let me try that. I don't want y'all to be confused, but I did not love it. And I can't, I can't pretend like I do. All right, so let me go back to my text. And let me just choose college. Let me choose this one and see if it looks different. Let me delete this one. Please let me move you over and don't give me drama. Okay, so let me try typing in a 7. Oh yeah, that's the same one because I remember the 7 was weird. All right, and I'm going to unlock this and I'm changing the width to 9 and I'm changing the height to 9 also. Okay, this is the same one. All right, so now what I have to do is ungroup this because you see how far apart it is? See how far apart the 1 and the 7 are? So I'm going to click ungroup and I'm going to move the 7 over with the arrow key on my keyboard. Okay. And I'm going to select this and I'm going to add well, first I'm going to change it to white. And then I'm going to add the offset. And the offset should still be 0.35. And let me see if mine look like that. No, I've moved that 7 too close. Let me click cancel because I think this 7 is a little too close because I still want it to be 2 separate things. I don't want it to be I'm okay with the way it looks on the 20, but I'm not okay with how it looks on the 17. Let me try it again. Try to offset at 35. Click apply. Yes. Okay. Yay. Yeah. All right. And now I'm going to change it to red. Okay. Can I just use letter space? I could, Kristen, but it worked. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is try to select all of this. All right. And I am going to click align. And hopefully I did it right. No, I didn't because I didn't attach. Hold on. Let me attach the 1 and the 7. Okay. Now let me try that again. And align. There we go. And I'm also going to now the 1 and the 7 don't seem fat enough. You don't think so? Let me see. Let me try it again. 0.35. Let me click up. Oh yeah, I can see it getting fatter. He's getting fatter. Remember that from Nutty Professor? Let me. We're gonna have to go with. Let me delete this one. Lord, stay together. Is that better? Please stay together. Is that better? White interiors. No, I'm not changing the 20. The 20 is staying the way it is. All right, I think this is good. Let me change the color of this to red. All right. And I'm also going to move this up. I'm just using my okay, so now I'm going to try to select all of this, and I'm going to align it and center it horizontally. Okay, so now, because they are different fonts, the 17 is smaller. Yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. What I'm going to do is select the offset of cents and the offset of 17. So the 17, I'm going to hold my shift key and cents, and I'm going to attach that. And it just moved it to the front. It's okay. Don't be alarmed. And I'm going to select the 17. I'm going to hold my shift key, and I'm going to select the word cents, and I'm also going to attach that. So now I have all of my layers. Okay. Look fatter. I don't want to. I want to keep it just like this. Okay. So now I have 4 mats. So once I click make it, I think this is all attached. It is. All of this is attached. It is. Okay. So now I'm ready to click make it, and I should have 4 mats. And it's going to tell me that I need the long mats, the 12 by 24. So here's my first mat, and I have to mirror this. This is the mesh vinyl. So the white is mesh. This is the second mat. I'm going to mirror this. Let me bring that down a little bit. And then my third mat. Really, this could all be on one mat too. Let me mirror this, but I want to put this on a longer mat. So that can all just be cut together. It doesn't make sense to use that many mats. All right, and then I'm going to mirror this. Move that down. And then the last one, I'm going to mirror this. So all of the mats will be mirrored. Okay. All right. So let me make sure to move that. That's good. That's good. That's good. I like to move mine down just a little bit from the top, just in case there's a snafu. I don't have any issues. Okay. And that and that. Okay. I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to click continue. Okay, it's already connected to my Cricut maker, so that's where I will be cutting from. And for the first mat, I'm going to choose mesh. So I'm going to go here and browse. I'm just typing in mesh. Everyday iron-on mesh. I'm going to click done. And I'm going to keep it on the default pressure. And I'm going to get my mat loaded. Okay. so I can stop sharing. All right. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Using a long mat. Now I'm going to turn the heat press back on. And I'm turning the heat press on to, I'm pressing the mesh last because the Cricut mesh vinyl should be pressed at 315 degrees for 30 seconds. And plus it's the top layer. So I'm pressing that last. This other vinyl that I'm using is Caesar, and I'm going to change the temperature on my heat press. I'm just going to change it to 315. Okay. All right. And hey, Stephanie. Hey, Andrea. Trying to always say it right. All right. I probably would have never purchased mesh if I didn't get it in a mystery box. Not kidding, because I was like, what would I use it for? Why would I use it? But now I know. So cutting it out. So it comes, I don't know if y'all can see this very well, but it has this like layer in between. The mesh, you know, has a backing sheet just like regular heat transfer vinyl. It has a backing just like regular heat transfer vinyl, and the side that goes on the mat is the side that you should be able to peel up. Okay, so I mean the side that goes on the mat is the side that you should not be able to peel up. Just like other heat transfer vinyl has a backing, this has a backing too. Okay. And it's not long. Like, let me see how long this is. Like, this is just really enough for one. It's a 12 by 24 sheet. That's what you get in the package. See that? All right there. 12 by 24. So it's the same length as the mat. And how many? Yeah. Hey, Carolyn Wright. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen you on here in a long time. Oh my gosh. How are you? $54th? Wow. Okay, so I have the full thing on the mat. Let me use my brayer. Brayer it down. Those of you who are new to Cricut, let me show you what I was talking about. So here's the mesh on the mat. And I was saying that the mesh has a backing, right? So if you're not sure, like, which side does it go on, you should be able to pull it up. If you're able to pull it up with your weeding tool, then you know you have it on right. Okay, so you see how some of that's coming up a little bit? The backing should be on the mat, and the vinyl, actual vinyl, is what you should be able to feel. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in my Cricut Maker. And while that's cutting, I'm going to be using another mat and putting my other sheet of mesh on there, because I have multiple mats. I don't just, so when that's finished cutting, I'll be ready to put the next mat in, okay? That's just how I roll. Sounds weird. Carrier sheet on the mat. Y'all hear that? Like that. Yeah, this is not enough. This is all from last year. Like a weird cutting noise. Oh no. See, it's better to have it ready because then once that's cutting, I could be weeding, you know, and still keep going. Like I'm moving slow because I already should have had this on the mat. I should have had this on the mat. Sharon Davenport. Now this mat is not very sticky. It's not the stickiest of the icky. The stickiest of the icky. Y'all remember that from the Chappelle show? Y'all remember? Y'all gotta get yourself together. I don't know what y'all kind of TV y'all be watching. If you ain't watching Chappelle show, let's see. This one is better. Chappelle show. You going to get a washing. He got called to Amazon for mesh. All right, so I'm gonna braid this down. And hopefully it's sticky enough. Now, Peter is not the kind of man who really prefers like dressing alike, but he will wear this. I do feel like it cut. I hope it did, but it's very hard to tell. It's very, very hard to tell. I'm actually a little nervous. I'm gonna just let it cut one more time, y'all, because I'm just not sure. You love my Stephanie. It ain't what you think. It's not what you think it is. It's all right. It'll do. But if I buy one more thing, Peter's gonna want to have a conversation. He always want to talk about it. On my mats on the pegboard, no, they just on little push pins. That's what they're on. He wants to have a conversation like, why we gotta talk about everything? Nobody want to talk about that. They're just on push pins. So I could be getting my next mat ready. Here's my black. I gotta go all the way down to, let's see it. So with my vinyl that's like this, when I'm using a long mat, instead of rolling it down, I roll it sideways. Okay, just want you to know that. And I typically cut my vinyl right on the mat. Some people don't do that. I do that. What is Steve Urkel saying? I do that. Yes. So I gave that other vinyl a little double cut because I just wasn't sure. All right. And I'm going to set up my phone so y'all can see what I'm doing when I'm weeding this. Here's the second mat command hooks. I have some. I just haven't commanded them to hook. Girl, you're so crazy. You're so crazy, baby. Hold on. I'm just putting a little tape up here because my mat is not sticky at the top. The sticky is of the icky. It's not sticky at the bottom. And I don't want it to come up. So I'm putting a little bit. I mirrored all of the mats. All of the mats. Because all of this is heat transfer vinyl. Let me set up my phone so y'all can see what's going on over here. Milo downstairs. That's that purple one ain't right. That purple one isn't right. Red. I think this might be this ain't what I thought it was. This is no, that's puff. That's good old red puff. Which might not be bad. I don't know how people feel about it. I'm gonna have to have a conversation. I was gonna have a conversation. He mighty quiet. I don't get him in a minute. Oh, trust me, he was rowdy earlier. Those girls ain't here, that's why. I'm cutting the red vinyl. It's not straight, but it's on here. So I always just like to have my mats ready. That's just me. That is just me. And I'm just putting all this stuff over here. Let me set up my phone so y'all can see what's going on. Let me sit on my phone so you can see what's going on. Let's see. Okay. Put you a little. Can you see that? Okay, perfect. You can see that. Perfect. That's great. Okay. So I cut the second mat. I'm gonna send that through. I'm not sure about it. So I'm getting ready to weed this, but I gotta see where it's cut. It's very hard to see where it's cut. Right there. I always cut mine on the mat. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't do it. But all of this that's left over can be used for a different project. Got that? So now I want to weed this. I don't feel the need to double cut that other vinyl, but I don't know about this mesh. How do I change my blades? Oh. Let's see, I had that Cricut for 2 years. Maybe I've changed it once. I don't really change it. I really don't. Maybe I should change it more. I just don't. I stick with the old double cut. Oh, Lord, she's cheap. She's cheap. She doing double cuts on everything instead of changing the blades. Y'all see that? Y'all see? Trying to go fast so I don't waste your time. If you feel like you got it and you just needed the design space part, I will not be offended if you say goodnight. I would love for you to stay, but I don't want to waste your time. Because I get it, honey. Time is precious. Can't get it back. Gotta be careful we give our time to. So there's the first part. See that? Hey, Jess. It feels easy, but it might only feel easy because I did a double cut. So I'm not sure. Okay. It might actually not be easy, but it sure feels like it is because I did that double cut. All right. So now I'm going to start weeding my next one while my black is going to be cutting. I need to make sure I went down far enough. What was this? I need to go all the way down to 18. Okay, we're good. Done. And this, I'm changing my setting from mesh to everyday iron on. I can do the fast mode on this. All right, so now I want to weed this, but I got to cut away the excess. I gotta find where the cut is. It's right here. There's that. Bye, real friends. Thank y'all for being here with me, spending your time with me. I appreciate it so much, so very much. Hopefully you're finding this valuable. You learned something. If you have, you can say, I learned to not be an overspender like you, Delonda. Talking about the stuff be talking to you at the store. That stuff don't be talking to you at the store. You made that up. You can say you learned that. Because maybe, just maybe you did. One of my kids is coming home. I hear the garage. Thank God for that. Anybody else say thank God every time they hear the garage? Every time I hear the garage, I say thank God, because just because you leave, it's no guarantee you're going to make it back. So I thank God for watching over them when they're not at home. And hearing that garage is like a blessing. That's how I feel about it. Okay. Because, I think about it like all of my kids leave every day, and they all go in different directions, and the good Lord sees fit to let them make it back home. Who is that? Hey. Oh, where's your sister? Oh. Thank you, Elena. Okay, did I get everything, y'all? Okay, I think I did. Okay, so here's the second part. All right, so now I'm going to the. Why did I put this on? Oh, this is red. I'm nervous about this. I'm very nervous about this. Okay. This is the black. This is the red. Trying to go fast, y'all. Trying to go fast, y'all. Where did I get the pin? 143. Yes. That. The girls say when on their way home, they just saw somebody walking a dog like Milo. So they went to take him to meet that dog. He loves other dogs because I think that he doesn't know he's a dog. I think he looks at them like, look at this animal. That's what I think. All right. So I need a sharper blade on my knife. I need a sharper blade on my knife. Cause this ain't it. All right, here's the Lord of Mercy. That's the front of Peter's shirt. Mr. Okay. So that's my red. My red is cut. Let me finish weeding this. And time to change. I know now. I need to do better. And I have blades. I have, like, I don't be thinking about it until I'm actually using it. And now I'm trying to hurry up because I know they bling in the night. Marilyn and Patrice now. They will be blinging tonight. So I'm trying to hurry up. I'm trying to hurry up. I'm trying. I got one more mat to weed, and that's the red. I'm trying to hurry up. See, if I was actually making this for somebody, well, first of all, it wouldn't be me, it would be Miles, because I ain't got time for this. But I would be like cleaning up as I go. All right, so there's that. Oh yeah, they changed it to 8. Okay, thank you. All right, and now I got my red. It looks like it cut. Lord, did it really cut? I hope it did. I'm gonna trust that it did. I'm going to trust that it. I forgot I had 2 more mats, not 1, but I can be pressing 1. Trying to go fast, y'all. I'm trying to go fast, y'all. I'm trying to go fast. All right. Brayer. Okay. That's a lot of mats. Imagine waiting for 1 mat. Okay, let me. Weed this. Trying to go fast. Gotta cut that. Because every little bit matters. And there are other brands that make mesh, y'all. I've only tried the Cricut brand, but there are other brands that make mesh. And I don't know if they call it mesh. They might call it something else. I am moving fast. I wonder. Thank you. This red sure does feel a little different. I hope I labeled it right. Oh, this is not puff. Lord have mercy. He will not walk around with puff. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. You might. You might have to. Like, look here, sir. Don't give me no drama. Do not give your wife drama. I think I got it all. All right. Here's the red. 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 Okay. All right. Maybe I should just do mine first. Because if it's puffed, then I'll know. So here's a medium shirt. Let me go to solo layout. Okay. I'm sweating. Okay, this is mine, right? So I'm gonna fold my shirt in half, right? And get a crease. Y'all want to see Milo? Hey, Milo. Hey. What's that? Pick him up so they can see. I got a crease down the middle. Okay, crease down the middle.
Hey, Bob.
That's Morgan, y'all. Morgan. Oh, so cute.
Looks like Gizzy.
Okay. Y'all always want to see Milo. Here's Madison. She's going to bring Milo.
Hey.
I wanted to say you were being quiet.
What do I say? Morgan's more camera comfortable. He looks so sad.
You sad?
He misses his friend.
You super sad?
Her name was Millie.
Millie Rock.
Millie, my mom.
Y'all don't let this happen to you. Okay, so here's the mine. I'm gonna do mine first.
Say hi.
She's breaking stuff already. Okay, where's my Teflon? If I was also on the floor over there, can you give me that, Morgan? Oh, great. Let's go get my Teflon.
Here.
All right. So I put the black. Thank you. I put the black vinyl down, and I'm gonna press that for about 10 seconds.
All right, we're out.
And the temperature is on 315.
Watch.
See that? You know, Caesar is a hot or cold peel. So I can just peel it off. So I'm finished with the front of my shirt. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna do the back of mine. Remember, mine said we're about to find out if this is puff the hard way. This is the red. Hey, Mary Brown, thank you for being here. All right. Lord, we're ready to find out. I hope it's not. Because it sure did weed a little funny. It sure did weed a little funny. All right. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed on that. It's a mess over here. Oh, it's not. Look at God. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel this. Oh, it's good. Yay! Now remember I said the mesh. I said the mesh is 315 for 30 seconds. And since I have my timer set to 15 seconds, I'm gonna just do it twice. Okay, 15 plus 15. You carry the 1, that's going to give you 30. Okay? See how I gave y'all a little math? We don't just do crafts over here. We do math. So I'm just layering it right on top. That 17 looking good. That 17 is looking really, really good. Let me get my parchment paper. I don't want to scorch it. So I got my parchment paper and my Teflon. That's what I'm doing. Parchment paper, and I'm putting my Teflon on top of that. And I'm going to do it twice. So I'm going to do it for 15 seconds. Then I'm going to open it. Then I'm going to do it for 15 seconds again. I could have just changed the time, but I didn't want to. When you make yours, change the time. So that was 1 time, 2 times. Mesh vinyl, the Cricut brand, is a cold peel or a cool peel. Okay, cool peel. So I'm not going to peel it. But y'all, oh wait, oh wait, look at that. You already know. You already know. You already know. I'm going to say I love it. I'm going to say I love it. I'm going to, Okay, that's mine. Here's Peter's. I'm going to fold it in half. And since I know that red is not puff, I feel great about my life. Fold it in half, get a crease. Few seconds. Black. The purpose of the crease is to help you find the middle. See the crease? Find the middle. See the crease? Find the middle. See the crease? Find the middle. Now my vinyl rolled up because I did not do a good job of protecting it. Trying to go fast. Trying to go fast. That's his. Some people fold it in half too. I don't typically do that. But you can, you know, do what works best for you. Teflon. I typically only use parchment paper when I'm layering. I use Teflon if it's just one layer. That's just what I do. That's not what you have to do, but that's what I do. All right. So here's his. I'm gonna do the back after I weed it because I have not done that. I have not weeded the red. All right. Go back to, where is it? What is this called? That one. Let's see that. There we go. It's a mess over here, y'all. I didn't weed this yet. Hopefully I'm not missing too many of your comments. Hopefully I'm not too sweaty. Like, Delonda, I can't even listen to you because you're too sweaty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The heat press plus these lights. I can't unsweaty myself. You gotta take a shower for that. Okay. What is going on right there? Moist. to go like somewhere. Uh-oh. Moist. Okay. All right. This should not take long. I gotta do that part. Gotta do this part first. Girls, y'all want to go to dinner with me and Peter? Or did y'all eat already?
What time?
And well, as soon as I finish this live.
I'm just gonna get on the treadmill for 30 minutes.
Well, go get on the treadmill, girl. You better be getting your fitness together. Don't let me get in the way of your fitness, honey.
That'll be good. 30 minutes.
Ask Peter, because he probably starving. You probably don't mind. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Hope I got it. I think I got it. There's the red together 20. God, bye, Mary. Gotta go back and see how I did it. Okay, yeah, just what it's not complicated at all, Mary. Just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. So I see a little piece on the like I see some. All right. All right. Teflon. I'm gonna let that do 15 seconds. Hold on. Let me go back to this. We're gonna go here. Solo. Hey. All right. What do you say?
He said that's fine. I'm really gonna get him right.
Okay. So that is that. So here's the red layer. I'm gonna do the white. Going fast. I'm going fast. Going fast. The white is mesh. The mesh should be pressed 3. Now this is Cricut brand mesh. Not every mesh is the same. Hold on. Y'all ain't even tell me if I'm sweating. The Cricut mesh should be pressed at 315 for 30 seconds, and it's a cool peel. My heat press is set to 315 for 15 seconds, so I'm going to press it twice. Okay. All right. And oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh. Where is my parchment paper? And my Teflon. So it's gonna go for 15 seconds and I'm just press it again. Then I'll peel my other one while I'm waiting for this to. So I'm gonna just open it and then close it back. Put some of this stuff back. It's driving me bananas. Too much. Y'all, this looks so good. Oh my gosh. I can turn the heat press off. This is what his looks like without it being peeled. Okay. Let that cool down. And I'll peel mine right here. This is a mess. Oh my gosh. All right, let me put that back on. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, y'all can see that really good. That's good, right? Look at that. Oh my gosh. You already know I'm going to say I love it. You already know I'm going to say I love it. 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 Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's mesh. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me change my view. Let's go to this one. Look at that. The 7. It still came out really good. And that's the front. So we will be wearing these this year. We are going to Egypt. I'm excited about that. I'm going to wish I had on a tank top, but whatever. And here's it still cooling off. So I don't feel like it's good enough to peel it yet. I'm going to kind of fan it because I don't want to mess it up. Mess it up. It's still hot. But I can say my say while we're waiting because I'm gonna hurry up. If you didn't already like the video, please like the video. Please give it a thumbs up, click out, like, and then come right back. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. Milo, hey, you stinky boys. You being a stinky boys. Wanna say hi to Wanda and Kristen? Come on. Turn around. Say hi. Okay. You say hi to the people? You say hi to the people? Patrice said you can come live with her. She did. That's why you got your ears up? You gonna go live with Patrice? Okay. Patrice, he coming to live with you. Mary said you can live with her too. They could take turns. Yeah. You want them to take turns? Yeah. You gonna live with Chris? Okay. He gonna come live with everybody. Okay. Thank y'all for joining me today. Thank you for giving me time. I always say your time is your treasure. So thank you for giving me your treasure. I appreciate it. I'm going to say what I say about road rage. It is unnecessary. It's uncalled for. You don't have to do it. You can arrive alive. If somebody is driving crazy and erratic, just tell yourself they have to go to the bathroom right now and I'm in their way. Just tell yourself that. They have to go to the bathroom and I'm in their way. So even if that means you pull over, then just pull over. Because I always say I'm going to be late. I don't even type the whole thing running late. I just type RL. RL means what? Running late. Okay? Because I'm going to be running late. And it's not because of traffic. It's going to be because I left the house late. Okay? I'm just telling you. Okay? If somebody wants to give you the right finger of fellowship, you don't even look at it. You just keep your eyes on the what? Road so you can do what? Arrive alive. Okay? You heard me what I said. When I hear that garage, I always say, thank God, because that means everybody who left this house made it back safely, right? So I'm thanking God they made it back safely. I tell my kids, don't be driving crazy. It's not worth it. It's not worth your life. Okay? All right. So let me peel this and we're going to get out of here so y'all can go bling. Patrice, drop the link so they can come over there and bling if you're still in here. I'm peeling and revealing. Peeling and revealing. Peeling and revealing. I'm telling y'all, if somebody ever gave me the right finger of fellowship, I ain't even see it. Because my eyes are on the what? Road. My music is up loud. I'm in my own world. Okay? That's it. This is Peter's shirt. I made my shirt. If you missed any part, go back and double check. Here is the goal. Did we do it? Did we accomplish the goal? 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 If we did, let me know. Yes, no, yes. Yes. All right, perfect. Thank you again. I will see you next time. I appreciate you more than you know. Y'all go be good to each other. Okay? Bye, y'all.